What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Rideshare Hub. My name is Greg. A lot of changes, a lot of things happening in the rideshare community. I'm doing some, I've done some videos on some of the changes, but there's also been a lot of changes with me. I am clearly not in my normal car, and I have a video that explains all of that, so definitely check that out. But what are we doing today? I'm going to do a video on Uber Black. Is it worth it? How do you do it? What car can you drive that would qualify for Uber Black? I have never done it. I've always really wanted to, and I kind of wish earlier on I would have made more of an effort to, because from what I've heard about it, it seems pretty legit. So, jumping right into it. On average, some people have claimed, I don't know if this is true, but some people have claimed that they make upwards of $40 an hour doing Uber Black. Now that, I would guess, is based on your market. Maybe like in California and stuff, where there's going to be cities where a lot of big business executives would be like wanting that bougie Uber, you know? So what do you need? Well, you need to be certified to do it. And it's not like a CDL type thing. It's like you just like become a certified professional driver, basically. You definitely have to have commercial insurance for that. And in some cities, there's local permits that you'd have to abide by to do it. So you have to have an excellent vehicle. It's got to be a 2012 or newer. It's got to have black leather, black paint, hence Uber Black. And it's got to be, I said that, 2012 plus. Now, if you're able to look into this, I would look into it immediately. Because now, you're not going to get only Uber Black rides. That's the one thing that I think annoys a lot of people, is you're still going to get normal rides too. But the times you do get those Uber Black rides, they really make up for it. I talked to a girl one time that did Uber Black, and she told me that in her area, she would get all these businessmen that, you know, maybe that day they just were sick of being on a plane. And they would order an Uber Black going like 3-4 hours away. And she would make $400 or $500 off these rides. And I was just like, God, that sounds enticing, to basically just be a luxury road trip driver. Now, to do it, you got to really adhere to that environment. Very professional. Most of those people don't want to talk. From what I've heard, this is from what I've heard from Uber Black drivers. It's like that. Think about those black limo drivers, those black limousine drivers. It's in the color of the car before I get freaking hate mail. God, I felt like I need to preface that. Like there's like the all black SUVs, the Escalades, and they'll have some guy in a sharp all black suit driving it, and they you know, they're real high class, and they don't really engage with the customers. You know, they'll talk to them, a few nice words. How are you today, Mr. Williams? So and so. So a lot of it is there's going to be people that are expecting that like stigma, if you would. So definitely adhere to that. And then other than that, I mean, that's the basic qualifications you need. So now here's the vehicles you can do this for. It's basically SUVs and cars. Now, what would be really cool is if you qualified for XL and Uber Black. That would be monstrous. All right. So the first one is the Escalade. Man, I believe that would qualify for XL as well, and I would think that would be... Man, I would love to do that. I would honestly love to be cruising around in a blacked out Escalade and getting XL and black rides. I mean, I would imagine anybody who's done that probably has some stories of like getting a surge where it was like one or the other, Uber Black or XL, and it's just monstrous. So if you do have a car like that, you're going to be looking good for doing this. The Audi A6 and up all qualifies. Let's see. The Suburban, another one that qualifies. I believe the Suburban's XL, right? It's got to be XL. That I feel like seats 8, 7 or 8, I would guess. Yukon, another awesome XL vehicle, all blacked out. You're gonna be in good shape. The BMW 5 Series is another one. Now you're going back to smaller sedans. But when you think about all these cars, like think about the thing they all have in common. And like when they come out of a car wash, they have a real fresh, sleek, detailed look. And you know, and that's just what you want to be giving people when they pay for that, because I mean they pay a lot of money for it. It's an expensive service. I've never taken one, but now I want to go take one to really see what it's like. Okay, next up, sorry, I lost my spot. The Caddy XTS. Again, it's got that sleek look, a little bit of a bigger sedan, but still a great car, a car that people are going to love to get into. One thing I did hear too from black drivers, Uber black drivers online. I feel so weird saying that. One thing I hear from Uber black drivers online and ones that I've met is that going a little bit above and beyond on your bells and whistles is also a good idea. And one guy in particular I talked to, he has a port where guys can plug their laptops right in. So he gets them at the airport. Can you imagine how stoked they are when they're like, oh my God, now I can send that presentation that I just wrote on airplane mode on the 6-hour flight over. That's just like one of those things, a big edge, especially over your competitors. I mean, people are going to love that. They might even ask for your number so they can personally request you, you know? Let's see. Next was the Infiniti Q70. I really like Infinitis in general. I mean, maybe because I've always been Nissan, but like Nissan, I don't know why I said that, like it's like 8 syllables long, but I love the Infinitis. I think getting them for something like this is a great idea. The X56, the X80, I think those are the ones that for sure qualify. And I'm not positive, guys, that this list is entirely concrete. Like, I'm sure there's additional cars. Because I thought I had heard about someone that had the Midnight Edition Nissan Altima when it was brand new, and it had black leather, all black interior, and a lot of like bells and whistles. And I thought this guy had told me he used it for Uber Black. I'm not positive on that though. But what I'm saying is I think there's going to be other cars you can utilize for this. Let's see. All right, next up, the Lexus LX and the GS. You know, I don't know too much, so I'm not sure which one of those is SUV and not, but I believe one of them is an SUV and one of them is a sedan. Both qualify for black. You know, I feel like with like all the luxury cars like Audi, Lexus, BMW, Mercedes, I feel like there's probably a lot more available cars for Uber Black than they're saying. Because like Mercedes, they said only the E-Class and up, I guess. But I feel like a lot of those other like mid-size SUVs and stuff would also qualify. I just can't imagine why they wouldn't, you know? So look into that if you do have one of those cars. Like, don't think if your car's not on this list, you're just not going to be able to do it. Because I'm not even remotely confident that I got good information on it. But and the last one is the GL class Mercedes. So I guess there was one more Mercedes on there. But basically from what I'm seeing and from what I heard overall is that it's a really good thing to go after if you have the ability to do it. I don't believe that getting certified to do it costs that much money at all, and I think it would be a really good trade-off. I think be conscious of your market. I think if you live in a really big city with a lot of commuting, a lot of business travel, I would do everything I could to get into it. If you're in a smaller town, though, a little bit of a boonies area, I wouldn't waste your time on it because I doubt that many people would be taking it. Yeah, but just to recap, the only things you need, 2012 or newer, that's on that list. You need to get that commercial insurance. I know, like with normal ride sharing, you can kind of get away without it, but for this, you're definitely going to have it. And I would just say that if it's relatively easy for you to make this happen, you should definitely do it. The craziest story I ever heard was from a guy who drove, he was Uber Black and I believe XL. And I believe he said he had, I want to say a ride that was both. It was like he somehow got Uber Black and XL at the same time. I might have misheard him, so don't take me down for it. But he told me that he gave a huge surge ride one time to a group of like 5 or 6 like business associates that were just out doing some crazy level of partying, probably parties that none of us have ever even been to. And he said it was then a 2-hour drive on a surge, and he told me he made $800 on it. Again, never verified it, never saw the actual little screenshot of it. That's what he told me, and I do believe that there's crazy potential if you do this. Weekend nights with these guys that are just partying like crazy, and then they want a nice, shiny ride home. Like, you might be making $200 at the end of every single night if you do this. So, like I said, if you have the means for it, 100% check it out. I'm going to end the video on that note, but if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Definitely pay attention to the channel. I'm going to be delivering a lot more content here this week. So definitely subscribe. You want to see the stuff that's coming. There's a lot changing in the rideshare industry, and you want to be a part of it, that's for sure. So have a heck of a killer week, guys, and I will talk to you all soon.